So first of all, the nature of evidence is what he wants to talk about here. How should the difference of opinion between the theist and atheist be rationally resolved? Because they come from two different perspectives. He says what Dr. Stein has written indicates that he, like many atheists, have not reflected adequately on this question. And he writes, and he quotes Dr. Stein, he quotes him as saying, the question of the existence of God is a factual question and should be answered in the same way as any other factual question.
He says the assumption that all existence claims are questions about matters of fact are all answered in the very same way is not merely oversimplified and misleading. It's just simply mistaken. So what's he saying here? Well, he's saying that there are different ways is what he's going to get at here to determine and make claims with regard to different things that exist, different kinds of things. He says the existence, factuality, or reality of different kinds of things is not established or just confirmed in the same way in every case. And then he says we might ask, is there a box of crackers in the pantry? Yeah, is there a box of crackers in the pantry? And he says, we know how we would go about answering that question. Yeah, you just look in the pantry to see, right? He says, but that is a far cry from the way that we go about answering questions or determining the reality of, say, barometric pressure, quasars, gravitational attraction, elasticity, radioactivity, natural laws, names, grammars, numbers, the university itself that you're now at, past events, categories, future contingencies, laws of thought, political obligations, individual identity over time, causation, memories, dreams, or even love or beauty, right? He says, clearly, we just don't open the pantry box and look in there to find beauty, right?
Honey, why is there a quasar in the pantry box here?
That's not what we do, right? So different things, different kinds of things are established or confirmed in different ways, and they're not all confirmed or established in the same way that he suggests Dr. Stein said they were, right? He says, remember the quote, the question of the existence of God is a factual question and should be answered in the same way as any other factual question. And Bonson says, no, we don't answer all factual questions in the same way. We don't answer what our political obligations are based on the same way that we answer if there are crackers in the pantry. That's not how we answer that question. So all things are not answered in the same way. That's the point that he's getting at.
So he then says, Dr. Stein's remarks that the existence of God is answered in the same way as any other factual question mistakenly reduces the theistic question to the same level as the box of crackers in the pantry, which he terms as hereafter as calling it the crackers in the pantry fallacy.